Y'all niggas do, I don't do. I do the other thing. Everything. Y'all niggas go across the street that way, I'm going up. Holla at your boy. I do other things, man. I don't do what y'all niggas do. I don't do what niggas do. I don't watch niggas' money. I don't care.
The rap game just got wild again. Like, seriously wild. Jim Jones just got put on full blast by Tony Yayo, and social media is losing its mind. In a fiery new interview, Yayo didn't hold back one bit. He straight up called Jim a fake, a fraud, and a man who's been playing both sides for way too long.
Me and other niggas, right? Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers in the world.
Rest in peace, Stack.
Brian,
Rest in peace.
Far Rock,
Yep.
you understand? Jim Jones, he had Stack Bundles, he had Max B. I looked at it like, wait, you know. Stack's Bundles had a Porsche and was still in the hood. No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that barefoot.
Yayo said, "You can't scream loyalty if you move funny when the cameras are off." Boom! That line shook the internet because everybody knows Yayo only speaks when he's got facts to drop, and this time, he meant business. Then he went even deeper, breaking down how Jim Jones talks tough in interviews, but moves corporate when it's time to really stand on business.
The nigga love you, nigga. Get the socks, nigga. Sneakers Dior, nigga. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split. Because you go back to 134, anywhere, Baisley, right, Brooklyn, pew, shit get split. Once I got shit, nigga shot my shit up. Bentleys and all that. Y'all can get that sneaker, just toss that over there. My shit's official. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, but nigga put me in position. Rest in peace of Stack, but Stack got killed in a project with a Porsche.
Yeah.
Come on, nigga, I'm from the hood.
Yayo basically said Jim wants to act like a gangster until being one gets uncomfortable. That's when the internet went crazy. Memes flying, timelines blowing up, everyone saying the same thing. Yayo exposed the truth. No filters, no sugarcoating, just straight facts. And the craziest part, Jim Jones stayed dead silent. Not a tweet, not a post, not even a slick comeback. And for a man who's usually quick with the clapbacks, that silence said a lot. Fans were split. Some saw guilt, others saw shock, but either way, the energy shifted fast.
Y'all niggas thought, nigga, I done been around the Black Justice and seen the Preems and all that, nigga. The E-Money bags, all that, nigga. The younger niggas under that.
So with everything you
Maserati Fox. Real nigga, huh?
So with everything that you saw, what would you change?
I just pray to God every time I leave the house.
But what would you change?
Change what?
That's a cup. I heard you talk about all the shit you went through, all the shit niggas is still going through.
What God?
Overnight, the self-proclaimed capo turned into a trending meme while Tony Yayo, yeah, the guy folks used to clown, walked away looking like the realest one in the room, full of confidence and raw power. That viral clip lit up every blog, every feed, every corner of the culture. Yayo didn't just roast Jim, he ripped apart his whole image bar for bar. He said, "Some dudes build reputations off illusions. And man, that hit like a knockout punch. Real ones don't gotta prove nothing." That one hurt because Jim's entire brand has always been built on being that Harlem boss, tough, flashy, and untouchable. But Tony Yayo tore that whole image apart, pulling the curtain back and saying Jim's street talk doesn't match how he really moves.
The problem is, when she was on the show, she had said that she had heard about you wasn't giving Stack money, but people don't know that when Stack asked you for the bread, you were going to the bank. I think the bank was closed. Something happened because me and Bino talked about it. I remember being there, and you was going to give him
more money after the money he spent because we was on tour. He like, geez, I spent all that tour money, geez, on Pop, I bug it. Whatever he did, brought another Porsche, BMW. Like, yo, Pop, geez, you said closed mouth don't get fed, geez, I'm Pop, geez, I'm hurting.
It's a fact.
And when I told him, I said, yo, go get 25 grand from the bank tomorrow. He like, oh, yo, what's up with that Wrangler truck? I'm like, I left that shit in Brooklyn. I don't even want that shit. I don't even know what block it's on. Matter of fact, it's by the car shop where I got the Maserati from. He like, you let me get that, geez. I'm like, go take it. You probably got to get a new key. He like, oh, I'm going to go get that tomorrow, geez. You different, geez. And we all know the rest of the story.
Why do you think?
He reminded everyone about those messy fallouts Jim's had over the years with Cameron, Max B, and even his own Dipset family. Like, how can you preach loyalty when your own circle keeps falling apart? Yayo's quote spread like wildfire, literally shaking up every corner of the internet. Fans went digging deep, pulling up old Dipset interviews and clips, connecting every shady dot they could find, and the craziest part, Jim didn't deny anything. No clapback, no post, not even a slick comment, just silence. And in hip-hop, silence can hit harder than a diss track ever could. People online started saying Yayo didn't just expose Jim, he straight up humbled him. That's a different kind of hit. Even the old school heads had to keep it real. Yayo might not have the flash, but the streets still respect his rawness. It's that unfiltered, unpolished truth that people miss in the industry today. This whole moment reminded everyone that no matter how much time passes, realness never fades. Then Yayo doubled down, again.
Have this misconception of what happened. Why do you think even her? Why do you think that? Where did that come from?
Because he likes to hear the truth.
Because we were there. Bino get mad all the time, and he gets offended. And he was one of the people that called me. He was like, "That's not true." They think that what they think is that Stack asked you. So he told you he wanted to leave. They said that Stack told you he wanted to leave. He wanted to move, and you didn't move him out. But that's not true.
You don't want to hear? You want to hear that story? All right. For Stacks and them, I was about to buy Stacks to give Max and Melly a whole brownstone in New Jersey. None of them wanted to leave the.
He hopped on another podcast and said, "I'm not dissing nobody. I'm speaking facts. The industry full of actors. That line alone broke the internet twice." Fans were like, he's not lying. Because let's be honest, Yayo just proved that authenticity still runs the game. Yayo came with the real talk, saying he's seen rappers fold in real life while acting tough online. He said, "You can't call yourself the capo if your own block don't vouch for you." That shot was aimed straight at Jim Jones, and everybody knew it. Fans went wild, reposting that quote like it was scripture. The internet blew up with old clips of 50 Cent and G-Unit putting in real work, while Dipset was out there talking big and flexing in interviews instead of moving in silence. People were saying Yayo looked like the last real soldier standing, while Jim started looking like just another rapper spinning circles for attention. And that's when it got crazy. The old G-Unit verses. Dipset tension came crawling right back.
Said we just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring. Still. And I do my own tours too for people. Oh, yo.
See, hey,
I do my own tours. I did tours in Canada. I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps. And that's why I don't care about the hate. Cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour. Like something with Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too. If you want to say that, to Memphis Bleak, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleak on the stage and him being brought out. You know, even if I'm doing the hype man shit with 50, he's bringing me out. I'm making money. I'm going to.
That's that man girl too. That's it. That's whole wife tour.
Yeah, that's whole wife tour.
Fans were arguing nonstop. Who really ran New York back in the day? The debates were endless, the timelines were flooded, and through it all, Yayo stayed calm. He didn't even have to get disrespectful. He let the truth speak loud enough. Yayo said, "I've been through the feds, real wars, real pressure. Most of these rappers just storytellers, and man, that calm tone made it hit even harder. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't showing off, he was dissecting Jim with straight composure. That's when people realized this wasn't just beef anymore, it was reputation versus reality, and Jim's reality wasn't holding up at all. Weeks passed, and Jim Jones still hadn't said a word, not a post, not a live, nothing. And for someone who's usually quick to jump online and clap back, that silence felt heavy. Fans started noticing quick.
Yayo said, Hov don't look out for me like 50 look out for him.
Oh, word? He said that?
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
I'm chewing a lie on my own.
Right.
If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there.
Right.
So when y'all see me out here, that's the Blizzle budget.
Mm-hmm.
But back to you, I'm sorry for cutting you off. But I just want to let niggas know Hov don't have to.
You know, me from the hood, so people look at Bleak and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, yeah. Nah, Nick,
That's
out
why
here
you got
make
like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo, smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, Nick. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene, Nick. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you a house or something, yo.
The man who once called himself the capo of Harlem had suddenly gone ghost. His comment sections turned ruthless, filled with jokes, trolling, and non-stop shade. Jim went from top talker to total silence, and the streets were loud about it. Fans kept tagging Jim under every single Yayo clip saying stuff like, "You're not gonna say nothing?" And Yayo told the truth. "That's why you quiet." That silence started feeling like confirmation to everybody watching. It was like Jim's silence said it all. No denials, no energy, nothing. People started believing Yayo really hit a nerve deep down, and it showed. Meanwhile, Tony Yayo was out here cooling. No stress, no anger, just calm confidence and that I told you so vibe. He was hopping on interviews, cracking jokes, and soaking up every ounce of attention like a boss. Every time someone brought up the drama, Yayo stayed composed and said the same thing.
You might need 2 ounces, nigga.
That's why
Paid in full movie, nigga. I got a G for every bump in your face, nigga. I promise you that, nigga.
That's
I promise you that, nigga.
That's why he worried about.
Peon, you broke, nigga. You know I got it, nigga. What's up? The
Ain't
bag is
nobody-
up. The both side.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Flea, where the both sides, Flea?
Let me finish that off. Ain't nobody taking care of over here, B. Nah, you good, my nigga. I fucking love it. Deserve it. They
I don't beef, I tell the truth. Real recognize real, and I don't recognize him. Boom! That line became legendary overnight. And that calm, collected delivery, it hit harder than any diss track could. It flipped the whole situation. Suddenly, Jim looked like the loud one who finally got checked by someone he couldn't outtalk or intimidate. Yayo broke it down in a way that was simple, but savage. He said too many rappers borrow street energy until it's time to live it. They talk tough on the mic, but when the real ones walk in, they go quiet fast. Fans felt that. They said Yayo wasn't speaking from ego, he was speaking from experience. This is a man who's faced real heat. Federal cases, beefs, losses, and through it all, he never folded, never switched sides, and never stopped keeping it solid. That's why the streets still say his name with respect today. So when Yayo called Jim out for being inconsistent, the people believed every word. This wasn't gossip. It was a veteran breaking down what he'd seen firsthand, and that made it sting 10 times harder. The blogs went into overdrive, flooding timelines with wild headlines like Yayo exposes Jim Jones for being industry tough and Dipset capo checked by G-Unit veteran. The internet couldn't get enough of it. Social media was on fire. Feeds were flooded with clips, reactions, and spicy takes everywhere. The timing couldn't have been more perfect either. Yayo didn't drop a track, start a beef, or chase clout. He just spoke pure truth with that calm tone and years of real-life experience backing every word. And that's exactly why the humiliation hit Jim so hard. It wasn't noise, it was facts from a man who'd been there. This wasn't some rookie chasing attention. This was a respected OG calling out the fake when he saw it. When the heat started rising, Jim tried to play it cool online, posting selfies, flashing with celebs, and dropping those "success is the best revenge" quotes. But the internet wasn't buying none of it. Not for a second. Fans flooded his comments with laughing emojis, Yayo quotes, and non-stop trolling. Every post turned into a full-on roast session. Even some loyal Dipset fans had to admit Jim needed to say something, but deep down, they knew it wouldn't matter anymore. Any comeback now would sound late, shaky, and forced. The damage was already done, and the people had already picked their winner. When the dust finally settled, it was clear. Yayo didn't just win the argument, he snatched the crown for realness. He won the respect war right in front of the whole culture. Everyone saw it. He didn't need fancy words or drama, just authenticity. Yayo reminded the game that credibility can't be fake. You can't buy it, can't post it, can't flex it, you gotta live it. Jim's version of real looked too polished, too performative, while Yayo's energy came off rugged, raw, and straight from the trenches. That's the kind of authenticity you can't fake, rehearse, or duplicate. Real to the core. In the end, Jim's silence turned into his biggest downfall, while Yayo's truth became the loudest sound in the whole room. Sometimes, the quietest man in the room ends up landing the hardest punch, and Yayo proved that without dropping a single verse, bar, or diss track. He didn't need a beat. His truth was the hit. This whole situation pulled the curtain back and showed everybody who really walks the talk and who's just talking. The game got reminded that respect ain't about noise. It's about consistency, truth, and what people say about you when you're not in the room. So what do you think? Whose side are you rocking with? Drop your thoughts in the comments and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Public Secrets, where we bring you the real stories the blogs can't twist and the truth that always hits different.